Meanwhile, there's a heroic Coast Guard rescue swimmer receiving a personal thank you call from President Joe Biden for saving Florida residents trapped by rising floodwaters during Hurricane Ian. This is the same video that you've seen, a heroic video that you've seen. This is real life, the impacts of Ian, and there are folks out there making heroic efforts. The kicker is that same Coast Guard member that got the call from President Biden for saving lives is reportedly set to be discharged for not having a COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah, can you believe it? Davis Yuntz is a military attorney. David Kroll is a retired Coast Guard member who left the Coast Guard after refusing to get the vaccine mandate. Welcome to National Report. Thanks so much for coming on, guys. All right, since we both got the same name here, let me make sure we start with the right person. David Yuntz, if we could, talk to me about this story. What stands out to you? Again, that heroic rescue, and then just to hear that they would be dismissed from the Coast Guard. Does that seem fair?
It's absolutely not fair. We're dealing with an unlawful order. We're dealing with a religious accommodation process where Coast Guard members' rights have been violated. And I'm not surprised by this. I represent several members of the Coast Guard, including rescue swimmers, that are close to this situation. They are heroes. They have tons of experience, expertise, and they just want to serve. And at the same time as this is going on, they're getting kicked out of the Coast Guard without due process. I have clients that don't know if they have 30 more days on the job that are responding to this hurricane. So it's a huge issue. Sadly, I'm not surprised by it, but I hope courts continue to intervene and people continue to take a stand.
I believe that was David Kroll. If I can ask you about this, President Biden, you may have heard this, called several members of the Coast Guard over the phone, including technician second class Zach Loesch, thanking them for rescuing people on the Florida coast, for saving lives, and asked a report on the work that continues to rescue Floridians. It continues right now. He also asked if they needed any additional support that he could provide to accelerate the successful rescues. But then you learn, because he did not, this hero did not get a COVID-19 vaccine, he will be discharged. David, your thoughts on that?
I think it is a tragedy, truly a tragedy. It is not uncommon for the president to reach out after a hurricane like this and just thank the members of the Coast Guard for their service. Difference is, it seems like he doesn't have his finger on the pulse as to what's really going on. We have at least 4 other members that were at Hurricane Ian that I know of that are unvaxxed, that did the job, that want to continue to do the job. All they want to do is obey God, love their families, and serve their country in the best Coast Guard in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Dedication to the service, to this country, and now losing their jobs because of their vax status. Davis Yuntz and David Kroll, guys, thanks so much.